The last race of the day. Thanks for being with us throughout today. It's the Thames Club Open 8s event, Molesey A and Hereford Rowing Club. Molesey in the yellow Empacher boat on the left of the picture and Hereford on the right.
Also, like off the start, making sure you get clean, and Molesey have won this event. You probably know this better than me, Matt. How many times have they won the Thames Cup?
Well, the Thames Cup's been going since 1868, so I slightly lost count, but everybody wants to win the Thames Cup. It's hugely contested. Here we see Hereford really having a go at it early on, though, and that's what they need to do, I think. They'd expect Molesey to have a decent form. That A crew that won the Club 8 event at Wallingford for Molesey, and Hereford up against it. They were 6th in the same event at Wallingford, so that's the form guide, but it can be overturned, as we were saying through the afternoon. Hereford are giving it a real crack here.
And actually, something that's really, I think, quite special. It's the first time the Hereford have qualified an 8 at Henley in 24 years.
Wow. Well, congratulations to them to qualify here. 51 crews entered and only 32 got to race, so they've defeated a bunch already. I've got to say, I like the way they're rowing. It's a bit of danger time for Molesey here. Molesey would maybe hope to have a couple more seats on this crew from Hereford, coxed by Lucy Head, who's got some experience there in the cox's seat for Hereford. Sitting in front of her is Alexander Asprey, 25 years old, really trying to push his crew. But it looks to me like as they got out of that burst of energy at the start, Molesey have started to lengthen and power away. And
it was really interesting when you had the boats side by side, you could just see that yellow boat just continuously kind of moving. It just really kind of, there wasn't like a step or like a jolt. It was just, it seemed to be just slipping through the water as they started to kind of move out from the crew from Hereford.
Yeah, coached by Sam Tuck. We've seen some great racing today from some of the Molesey athletes. I'm slightly biased as a black and white jacket wearing Molesey person myself, but it's great to see what Sam Tuck has done with the breadth of the programme here. And we're trying to break apart maybe some of the competition. We've seen domination from crews from Brooks and from Leander. It's great to see London and Molesey and other clubs really mixing it up here. So looking down at the bow and two seat of the Molesey crew there, Thomas Fortnum and Josiah George setting up the boat. That horizontal run of the boat often comes from the bow pair, doesn't it, Mark?
Yeah, and it looks so kind of, use the word slick, but just the way they were just kind of moving away. There was no kind of stoppage, and the way they kind of took advantage and just kind of have created that clear water by the rhythm that's kind of been set.
Yeah, lovely rhythm through the Molesey boat. Not so sure about the headgear choices of the athletes there, but that won't bother them. They've got to keep cool.
Can you have a conversation with them about?
I mean, they won't listen to me, but they want to go fast, and it doesn't matter what hat you're wearing as long as your head is in the boat, and that's what they're doing. There we see the Hereford crew starting to tire. I think you can see, God, if you've raced as a rower and you've been down, then you know how it feels as you look around, what the hell is going on.
And the whole world feels like it's caving in when your body is going through absolute hell. It's hard to explain the pain that you go through when you race over this sort of distance, and maybe where you don't want to be, you don't feel you're in contact. You're working as hard as you possibly can to try and get back in contact with the crew in front of you.
Absolutely. So it's been an absolutely gorgeous evening at Henley for all the athletes competing in this regatta. Our 186th year here at the regatta. Some fast times have been seen down the track. Here we're looking at the Molesey blades looking sharp and together, but also a bit more languid. They've got control of the race here. They'll be happy with this. Just moving nice and fluid. Mark, you're always looking for that horizontal run on the boat. You were talking about that earlier. You can see that here.
Yeah, you just want the boat to keep moving rather than that kind of check and stopping it, you know, maximising the work and effort you're putting in to get the boat to kind of move as far as you possibly can per stroke.
Boat named there from Molesey for Andrew Triggs Hogg.
Is any good?
The Andrew Triggs Hogg got a couple of Olympic medals, I think. Yeah, so some great athletes have come from many of these clubs. Olympian Hodgie, if you're watching, your club's doing pretty well here. Hereford, I'm loving the way they're battling though, Mark. Look at them come. Yeah, absolutely everything going into their one chance here.
And it's been, as we heard, it's been 24 years since a crew, an 8 from Hereford's raced or qualified for the regatta. So, you know, it's a monumental moment. You know, they race.
Absolutely. So here's Molesey. We'll see more of them, and well done to that crew. And then we'll look back at Hereford and we'll see Evan Whittle Williams, Samuel Fuller, William Fraser, Harry Dalrymple, George Fraser, Ollie Partridge, James Coombs, Alexander Asprey, Cox by Lucy Head, who crosses the line now. They run underneath our commentary box. The black and white of Molesey. They're through to the next round with the victory in the Club Open 8s event. Mark, what a day of racing at Henley. 80 races, each one exhausting in its own way.